Page 22, Jingle Bells. 4/4 time is a happy piece, a very common piece. Probably know the melody already, but again, let's learn this arrangement. So we're going to learn it exactly the way it's written, and then if you want to rearrange it, that's up to you. The beginning, the melody is going back and forth between the hands. So the left hand is starting here, the right hand is starting here. It may not stay there, but that's where they are for now, and you're just starting out. Second measure, the melody is the C. Can you play the C louder than the F? Put more weight on the C, and you just here. Just try and get them down at the same time. And then eighth notes. Last measure, the first line, the melody's the D. Try and bring that out. And then going on. Second line, now this is fun, isn't it? The second line, the second measure, the melody's the E. Bring that out. More weight on the E. Then you have a B flat. We've had B flats before. And now the melody's back in the right hand here. Then the third line's the same as what you had. And the fourth line, let's look at this. You have a D. When you've been in this position, just leave the hand where it is, just move the thumb up. And then here, and then they're saying on the third measure, LH2, that means use your second finger on the left hand and play that puppy. So, the kicker is make it sound like it's all played with one hand. It's all got to be the same loudness. That little curve they've got there, that ugly thing, technically that's backwards in my opinion. I use these curves a lot when I'm figuring out fingering the music, because just because the notes are in one staff doesn't mean that hand has to play it. There is no such rule. Some people think there is. There really isn't. When I want to play a note or notes that is in, let's say, the upper staff, and I want to use my left hand for them, I will use this curved line. But the curve, the open in the curve should point toward the hand that's going to do it. In other words, it's upside down. The curve should be this way to push the notes. It's like pointing the notes down. It's like use the lower hand to do these. And they've got them pointing up, which would be the right hand to do them. So I like the idea of the curved thing. They just got it backwards. It should go the other way. So anyway, use your left hand for that. And then bring your left hand back down. And the last measure, page 22, we want to break in the sound between the two half notes. There's nothing to tell you to do that. That's common in this piece. Because you're going to take a big breath there before you go, oh, and then jingle bell type stuff. Which brings us to page 23. Now we got staccatos and you got slurs. You're going to use your wrist and you're simply disconnecting them here. That's all. You're just disconnecting them here. They're not short. It's really out of character for Jingle Bells. A bell isn't short. It just kind of rings on and on and on. So just disconnect them. And then in the third measure, it's all connected. The fourth measure, make sure you play the rest in the left hand. One, rest, rest. Going on. You gotta bring your thumb up in the left hand. The third measure, that is a B natural. Remember, all these accidentals are just good for that one measure they're in. Rest. Make sure you play the rest at the end of the second line there. One beat of silence. That gives the singers a chance to take a breath. And then you're back to what you were doing. Last line, last measure here. And that is a staccato. Doesn't have to be a short staccato. When you get low on a piano, you can't really do a short staccato anyway, because the piano won't let you. It's going to keep ringing. That keeps going. It's not like a high note where you can make it really short. You can't do that on the bottom. So it's just a You just reach down and do it. They've got a pedal indication there. That's fine if you want to use a pedal. I'm not going to, but you can. Push the pedal down right after you play the notes. And lift the pedal up as you play the staccato. Because if you keep the pedal down, it won't be staccato. So as you push the note down, lift the pedal at the same time. Difference of opinion here, it's an interpretive thing. I want to point it out because these little things make a lot of difference in music and you need to be aware of them. So you make a choice. The last measure. In the right hand's the dotted half note. You're going to get 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes up on beat 4 where the rest is. Well, in the left hand you have that staccato note. You're not going to hold it out a full beat. You just hit it and go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means the right hand comes up after you've played that staccato because it's going to ring out a full beat. See? Slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the right hand stayed down until beat 4. A lot of people, they'll just lift both hands at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. If that's what the arranger wanted, they would put in a half note and a quarter note in the right hand. They'd tie them together and they'd make the quarter note a staccato. And that would be both hands doing the same thing here. 1, 2, 3. That'd come up at the same time. They didn't do that. So here I'm suggesting, technically correct, you hold that note down until beat 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though you're already done on the left hand. I think it makes a nice effect to do that. You don't have to end them both hands at the same time all the time. Learn it the way it's written first. If you want to change it, that's up to you. At the top of page 23, you see the word refrain right above the stabs, just so you understand everything, because I don't know what you know and what you don't know. A refrain is like a chorus. It's just a section of the piece. If you look at the bottom of page 22, you see the double bars? That's a section break. So this piece is in 2 different sections. You have a verse and a refrain, or a chorus. Some pieces call them a chorus, others a refrain. It doesn't affect how you play it or interpret it or anything. It's just labeling that section, that's all. Let's try this together slowly, just to double check the notes and the rhythms and all that. Dynamic wise, you do the dynamic. Not a lot going on in dynamics. This is a happy piece. The dynamics given are just suggestions. As far as the speed goes, you find all kinds of recordings of this. And it's up to you and how much you've had to drink and whatever. We're going to go slow though. So I'll give us 4 counts. Let's try it out. Left hand, right hand. Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4. 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, rest. 4, 3, 4. rest, rest. One, two,